Yo, what's up? We got a slow Tuesday today because the week started out very empty, and usually Gaijin drops new updates and new stuff on Tuesdays, which didn't happen, which is concerning considering the new update should come out ASAP. Now, here's the good part though. New updates usually come out only, well, they don't come out before Battlepass ends, they usually come out together. So, since the current Battlepass is ending in 20 hours, this is where we can also expect the new update to come out. Unless Gaijin delays again. Let's hope this doesn't happen. Now, what happens if the current Battlepass ends? Well, we get the new Battlepass, which now, and some random Gaijin employee woke up and quickly posted before the day ends the content of the new update. Yes, usually this gets posted days earlier, but this time it got posted very late. So, what do we get? The main price is going to be 4 or 1, depending on whether you buy the lead battle pass or not. Scotti naval rifles, which is a BR5 Italian-German assault rifle. In real life, this thing had around 20-25 bullets, depending on the magazine. As you can also see here, this is, I guess, 20 or 25 rounds. Enlisted, though, Gaijin decided to give this rifle 15 bullets. And the issue is, Gaijin simply fucked up this battle pass. There's no other way to say it. I'm gonna go quickly over why this battle pass sucks, and yeah, because it's just a dumpster fire. And after that, we're gonna address the new game that Gaijin released today, and that everyone doesn't have high expectations for. So, this rifle has an insane fire rate. It already had a high fire rate, but the fire rate got even increased to around 800 now. After the community kept telling Gaijin to buff this rifle, because for a BR5 weapon, it has insanely bad stats. You cannot have a full auto weapon with 15 bullets. You know where you can have full auto weapons with 50 bullets? Well, on Soviet's BR2. If you have BR2 weapons, yeah, then 15 rounds are fine. But not on BR5. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Apparently Gaijin thinks, nevertheless, this is playable. Now Gaijin allegedly listened to the player base and increased the stats of this weapon by, well, increasing the fire rate. So this, according to Gaijin, is a buff. Now, after they posted this, I instantly made 2 posts and said, what the fuck, dudes? This is not a buff, this is obviously a nerf. Increasing the fire rate of something with already way too little bullets is not a buff. It's stupid. So yeah, Gaijin needs to fucking buff this weapon again. Either by dropping it down to BR4, where it would be actually playable. It would be good, yeah, but it still wouldn't be too good. I mean, it's an assault rifle, so it's playable by assaulters. It's not a normal rifle that you can put on every soldier, so it stays balanced, and it's not straight up better than the Kirali, so yeah, it's definitely fine. On BR5, it's unusable. There's no way one would want this over an STG. Absolutely no way. And yeah, like, it either needs a magazine size increase. Since it has increased damage too now, it would be playable on BR5 if the magazine gets increased to 20 rounds. Yeah, it's not too special. Let's put it this way: if it had 25 rounds, yep, it would be an okay to good weapon that can keep up with the STG. With 25 rounds, it would be around STG level, a bit higher. With 20 rounds, it would be okay, and I mean, it's superior on short range because it one-shots everyone, even with vitality, except for flamethrowers and paratroopers, with one shot. But once again, not against Soviets with body armor, because Gaijin still doesn't remove that problem from the game. And yeah, but on mid and long range, STGs are still better because of high precision, and both weapons 2-shot on longer distances, and headshots also kill with 1 shot on every distance. Yeah, here's the thing. I think I would need to release a little quick guide, maybe like 5 minutes to 10 minutes maximum, about how to read weapon stats, because especially for new players, I think it would be very helpful. But also for longer players, I constantly hear how people have issues understanding which stats are important and which are not, and which numbers are important, which thresholds are actually good and not. So yeah, this is very important, and yeah, especially for something that you actually pay money for. And that's the main price of a battle pass. It has to be good, it has to be something that you really want in addition to what you already have. But in this shape, this weapon is not something that you want in addition to what you have. No, and the worst thing is, there will be many new players who start playing the game, who start playing Germany, think, oh, this weapon is good, let me use that, and then they're gonna get put into BR5 if they're BR1 armies. Yes, we know the typical Gaijin Enlisted Classic, simply not good. Well, then, you also get 2 skins. You get a Spitfire, I guess BR1 and BR2, and you get a BR4 upgunned T-34. Now, Spitfire, whatever, the T-34 is okay. Some people play it over the IS-1, since it has, due to having 5 tankers, basically. Honestly, IS-1 is still better, I would say, because it has severely better armor. Severely better armor, especially against explosion effects like bombs. And also especially against strafing from the top. So, yeah, it's not... yeah, here's the thing, though. Would an IS-1 armor skin be better? Not really, because... I mean, okay, of course it would be better. It would be at least more playable. But also not too exciting. They could have dropped some nice BR2 skins for the Soviets, because I don't think there are any really good T-28 skins, and this is by far the obviously best tank to play. So yeah, but this is just, yeah, most people won't even play this. They won't even need it, so yeah, that's quite a disappointment. And then you also get a Fighter 2 pilot for Japan and a Machine Gunner 2 for Soviets. Now guess what? Soviets already have 3 or 4 Machine Gunner 2s. I'm getting bored and annoyed and tired of having to say every single fucking battle pass that Gaijin needs to give people max tier soldiers, not tier 2 soldiers. No veteran player needs the slop. And no new player profits from this slop, because why shouldn't you give new players the maximum tier stuff? Because then they can actually have something that they would take infinite long to unlock. And everyone would be happy. And old veteran players who already have everything grinded, they absolutely don't need BR2, they don't need tier 2 soldiers, they want the maximum tier soldiers, which is obviously tier 3, and and for both cases. And keep in mind, pilots severely profit from being tier 3 because they want as many of these yellow perks as possible. They also want these perks here, so yeah, it's just... Yeah, like, pilots can use all of the perks they get. Absolutely. And machine gunners also want as many perks as possible, because you want the red here, and here you want the running or fast aiming or whatever. You want maybe combos of fast aiming and other things, and here you want as much recoil reduction as possible. And having 3 points less hurts that. So yeah, this is just slop. So this time there's simply nothing good in this whole battle pass. And, well, how high is the chance that Gaijin actually buffs this rifle? By the way, here you can see how it's an insanely big mag. It's definitely a 25 round magazine here. Now, it's even stupid because Gaijin even shows you images of the weapon. But the weapon model doesn't depict what you get, because what you get is 15 round slop. So yeah, that's quite stupid. Now, is it worth getting it? As simple as usual. It's the only reason to buy battle passes is that they give you more gold than you get put in. So if you spend 900 gold for them, you get either 950 or 1000 gold back. So always a little bit more than you put in. So yeah, if you already have the gold, they're the absolute no-brainer buy. Of course you want them as long as you play them. Yeah, but I guess if you play 7 times. Yeah, 7 or 8 times, you easily will get all the missions done, because you get more unlocks per day than usual with the Elite Battle Pass. So yeah, that's quite worth it. But yeah, for the content itself, it's not worth it. It's literally just because you get more stuff back. And of course, you also get the other prizes like lots of silver and orders and blah blah. Yeah, not exciting, but nevertheless still fine. Also, you might have noticed I have a slightly different background now, because there's this darker night's evening sky. Yep, you can download it. It's the same link as before. Because this background got fixed now, and you can look at the weapons. The weapons no longer are bugged. So the weapons no longer are upside down. They're properly placed. So which is very good and nice to see. And the evening atmosphere is also really cool. There's no intense bright sun anymore. It's actually a cool, nice evening. So yeah. Now, what's going on with this active meta game? Simply said, Enlisted or Gaijin was working on a new game for a few years now called Active Meta, which is an extraction shooter. And this extraction shooter, obviously, Gaijin hopes to get all the Zoomers addicted to, jumping on the extraction bandwagon. Now, here's my prediction. Extraction shooters are almost only like the around 15 to 25 year olds, barely anyone who's older plays them. And B, it's like 5 years too late to get on the hype. So, and C, all of those hype kiddies who don't go for quality, they just go for the current thing. All of those kiddies are gonna go to either Black Ops 6 or to Battlefield, Black Ops 8, whatever it is, or Battlefield 6. This is where all the hype kiddies go. They don't go to random Gaijin extraction shooter that comes out 5 years too late. So yeah, I think it's gonna be quite a waste. Now, why do we have to talk about it? Well, because the reason that Gaijin that Enlisted didn't get any proper quality and updates, and didn't even get maps this year except for one. One okay map, it's that, well, most people working on Enlisted, which already was barely like 4 or 5 people, most of them went over and slaved away for Gaijin on this active meta game. Yes, so now this means though, since the game is finalized and released now, hopefully as many as possible of these Gopniks return and put their asses on Enlisted again. Because Enlisted absolutely needs fucking more people working on it. Yeah, and regarding active meta, well, yeah, I think it will fail. I'm quite sure it will fail. I hope it fails ASAP. So Gaijin sees, okay, fuck, we done goofed, and then just says, yeah, let's go to Enlisted and War Thunder. Though the way we know Gaijin, this likely won't be the smart conclusion. From everything I've seen regarding Gaijin's business decisions, Gaijin always goes hard into sunken cost fallacy. Every time Gaijin fucks up with something, Gaijin doesn't do the smart and mathematically proven only reasonable thing to just say, okay, this is a waste of resources. It was a waste of resources in the past. But most importantly, it will be a waste of resources in the future too. Nope, that's not what Gaijin says. Gaijin usually says, we need to put more money into this thing that doesn't work. And instead of putting it on good things that are working to make them better. And guess what? The consequence usually is that you just have lots of waste. You just waste time, you just waste everything. What are the best examples for that? Well, look at the KFC village. This map was reworked 3 times now. Or the last like 4 years. Yes, this map required so much time, so much effort, and it's still not good. Sunk cost fallacy, or the train map that got deleted from the game, basically. From Berlin, also, it received multiple reworkings, and it took the community thousands of posts of raging and telling Gaijin to fucking delete this bullshit map. And Gaijin tried to do everything they could to force this map on the players. Yep, even before this fake gaslighting map pipping system. Gaijins already tried to hustle the players into playing stuff that they don't want, and eventually they saw, everyone hates this shit map. Everyone except for like 10 forum creatures. And the map got deleted. But it took countless hours, I don't know, hundreds of work hours wasted on that nonsense. So I hope the same thing doesn't happen with this active meta game. I hope it just gets quickly, well, sorted out. And Enlisted starts getting proper work again. So yeah, alright, let me know what you think. And let me know whether you expect the update to come out tomorrow. I personally think there is like a 25% chance for it to be the case. I'm afraid it could otherwise come out next week. But yeah, let's see. And let's hope for a quick release. And also, don't forget, there's one little positive thing that we can expect of the coming update. No, it's not the stuff that Gaijin, talked about here. It's actually the BR changes that Gaijin promised way before these posts about tanks. So let's hope that Gaijin does the smart thing. Yeah, I know, hard to believe, but it's still possible, and starts downranking all of these tank destroyers, all of these self-propelled artilleries that are unplayable, down by 1 BR, so we can actually play them and actually can actually have fun and nice, interesting new ways to play the game. Because the game got very boring over the last whole year. So yeah, we need some new interesting things. So yeah, hurry the fuck up, Gaijin, and drop the good stuff. So until soon. Of course, like the video and share with other Enlisted players you know, so they know what's up and so they also know whether it's worth buying this or not. If you haven't bought this yet, but you have 900 gold, keep in mind, if you completed the missions, I would recommend to buy that, because if you completed them all, you will get all the stuff that you would only unlock if you have the Elite Battle Pass postponed now into your account. So this means if you didn't get it, you only unlocked half of the stuff, you will get all of it at once. So yep, it's always worth getting this Battle Pass in the last minutes, even last hours, if you grinded all the levels. Also, especially since you will get all of the gold and the gold bonus on top of it. So yeah, that's important to know, because oftentimes new players ask this question. So yeah, don't let this 100 or 50 free gold slip through your hands. Alright, until soon, hopefully tomorrow. Goodbye.